you doing?
Welcome back! It's another day's journey, and I'm glad. You don't know this song. All right, y'all. We are back, and we don't have a subject.
We don't, but we back with another one.
I just made one up.
What is it?
Humble yourself.
Humble yourself, boy.
All right, y'all. Let's get into the word. Welcome
go.
back again. I hope you guys had a wonderful week, and I hope you're ready for another one, because here we go.
We read from Matthew, chapter 18. Starting at the first verse, guys. And it reads, At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?
So the disciples came up to Jesus, and they asked Jesus a question. They say, Lord, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And this is Christ's response.
And Jesus called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Here it is. Christ called a child. He brought the child into the midst of the disciples as he prepares to answer their question. And again, the question was, Jesus, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Christ brought that child, and he said,
Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted,
he said, the one that is converted
and become as little children,
and is like a little child,
ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
if you don't come converted and like a little child, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
Glory.
Let's read.
Whosoever therefore shall humble himself,
He said you got to humble yourself
as this little child,
as this little child.
the same is greatest in the kingdom of
He
heaven.
said the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. There is something about the humility, the innocence, the will, the mannerism of the little child that God says, Jesus said, we've got to come as this little child. And if we come humble as this little child, he said the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Let's keep reading.
And whosoever shall receive one such little child in my name, receiveth me.
And if we can receive a little child, we know how we deal with children, how we interact with children, how we lead and guide children. He said, and whosoever shall receive one such little child in my name, we receive Jesus Christ as well.
But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that milestone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
My God, he ain't playing, y'all. He said, this is Christ. Jesus said, if you offend one that believes in him, if you offend, oh my goodness, if you offend, good illustration, Joey. If you offend one of the little ones which believe in me, he said it is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Something about messing with God's children offends him, obviously. If I was y'all, I wouldn't do it. Don't bother the children of God. Don't do it. Don't do it. But what does the 7th verse say?
Woe unto the world because of offenses.
He said, woe, destruction unto the world because of offenses.
For it must needs to be that offenses come.
He said, now, and it's a need that offenses, because it will come. Offenses will come. But
woe to the man that by whom the offense is coming.
Woe unto the one that's offering that offense. Keep reading.
Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off, and cast them from thee. it is better for thee to enter into life halt or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire.
This is something else. He said, I'd rather you come to heaven mangled than whole. Yeah. Somebody went with a limp.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody went with one eye.
And with a nub.
Somebody went with a withered hand. Somebody went bald head. Came into the world head full of hair. Left out of here bald head.
Oh, one eye.
Yeah. Look here. He said, I'd rather you come back mangled and keep your salvation than to come back whole and lost.
Got something for y'all in the 9th verse, guys. Watch this. I just said it, but watch this.
Keep reading.
And if thy eye offend thee, pluck it out.
Take that eye out if your eye offends you.
And cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with one eye, rather than having 2 eyes to be cast into hell fire.
It's better for you to go to heaven with one eye than to go with 2 eyes and you don't make it. It's better for us to get rid of those things that causes offenses in our life.
Right.
We got to humble ourselves. You know, there are some people who want more accolades than Jesus.
Woo. Can't get that.
Recognize me, see me, I did. Humble yourself. We got to go like a little child.
And if your tongue, like you telling people, and you cut it off.
What you saying? You offending
folks. You killing people more. Murder's killing people.
The tongue.
Cut it.
Let me take that tongue out.
Talk to people like that.
Don't talk to people like that. Look here.
That's right.
The word is telling us to humble ourselves.
Humble yourself.
This is funny. It's funny because nobody will ever find the thing that they need to get rid of. But I dare you go into your secret closet, and I dare you talk to the Father, and I dare you be honest with yourself and with Him, and say, Lord, my eyes are a problem. I look at things that I should not look at. Lord, my ears are a problem. I listen to things that I should not listen to. Lord, my tongue is a problem. I speak things that are wrong. I even lie on you, God. Lord, my heart is a problem. I love the things that I shouldn't love. He said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. As a matter of fact, he said unto us, you ought to hate the things that I hate and love the thing that I love. The Bible says we got to come humble unto him. Be a humble child.
Right.
We can't be trying to get all the accolades before Jesus.
Can't get it.
If he didn't strengthen us, none of what we're doing would have been possible.
That's right.
We got to know how to give it back to God.
That's right.
I enjoyed myself in this. I hope you can examine as we are examining today.
Yes.
Lord, help me humble myself before you.
Lord.
Not just before you, but even before my brothers and my sisters. How I operate in ministry. How I treat my neighbor. How I respond on my job. How I respond to my relative. How I respond with my children. How I respond with my parents. How I respond to those who do not like me. Help me to be humble. I want to be humble like the child. So that I can be converted and enter into the kingdom of heaven. Well, that's all we got for you guys. We love you so much. But we're going to go. We'll see you next time. But before we do, we end like this.